What's up, guys? It's Mike Chong. This video has been long overdue because you guys have been asking about my military background and where I'm from, everything. And if you cannot see my shirt or what's behind me, I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran. Not uncommon, not anything special in the post office because you're going to run into veterans all over the place. But I'm a Marine. So anyway, I kind of want to get into something postal-ish after I tell you where I'm from. Originally from, I was born in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, on the Air Force Base because my father was in the Air Force. Moved to California when I was like 4. Grew up in California until I joined the Marine Corps at age 18. And then 2004 is when I joined, beginning of 2004, when I joined the Marine Corps. Got out late 2013. Last Marine Corps unit was 24th Marines. And I mean, I loved every second of it. I mean, honestly, there are certain times that I do miss it, but I got out for my own reasons, you know. My brother's in the Army. My dad's in, my dad and my stepfather were in the Air Force. Got uncles in the Navy, Air Force. Grandfather was in the Navy. So long history of military service in my family. I'm Chinese and white. My mother's white. My father's Chinese. Born and raised in Jamaica. Now currently lives in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. Was really freaking pissed off when I joined at like the height of the war, and actually decided to go Marine Corps. He was really freaking pissed off. I'm not even gonna lie. But don't want to relive that moment. Anyway, mom was crying. I'm the eldest son in my family. I have 2 younger brothers, 1 older sister. What else? After I joined the Marine Corps, all my family moved away from California because that's where I grew up. And my mom's originally from Florida. So after I got out of the Marine Corps, I wasn't going back to California because, 1, the cost of living is way too much. Any of you all living in California, I'm really sorry. I love California. It'll always be my home. But I love Florida too. You know, the beaches are warm. They're not freezing cold. I'm from Northern California, so anyone from Northern California knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you go in the water and you feel like 1,000 needles are stabbing you. But I love Florida. I love the people in Florida. I love the, diversity in my area. I'm around the Orlando area. Other than that, let's get into the post office. I pretty much joined straight out of the military. Had a friend who got out, got straight in with the post office, told me about it. I was thinking about going like contracting, going overseas, but ended up not going through. I applied for Florida Highway Patrol, and surprisingly, when I got the job with the post office, Florida Highway Patrol called me and wanted to do a physical fitness test. I was about to go for the physical fitness test, and then the post office had scheduled me to do something else, so I basically had to cancel with them. Honestly, I think, hindsight now, I think it was the best decision. But the reason why I say it's like I'm not anything that crazy that you're going to see in the post office is because there are a lot of veterans in the post office, a lot. And when you all get to where you're going in the post office, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But, I mean, you can throw a rock and hit a veteran in the post office. But someone wanted me to say one of my funny stories about the post office. So I'll get right into a funny story. So they wanted me to tell you all about the time that I delivered a whole entire street wrong, which once you get in the post office, you'll notice that parallel streets most of the time have the same numbers or around the same numbers. And me being green to the post office, I had no idea that that was it. So I turned down the street thinking I was on the right street. I ended up delivering the whole entire street until I got to the end and I saw the street name and I was like, wait a second, this is not the right street. And so what I had to do was I had to go all the way back around and go in everyone's mailbox. And by this time, people are coming out because they just seen me pass putting mail in their mailbox. So now they're coming out and I'm basically taking their mail out of their mailbox. And I have to explain to them like, hey, I just started. I just misdelivered this whole entire street. It's not for your mail. I have to collect it all. And so they're wondering now, like, was my mail given to somebody else? And so like you get into those kind of conversations. Honestly, I have to think more. I mean, this is probably just story one that I'm going to tell you guys because I have I have a lot of stories, a lot of funny stories. And there's actually a guy that I want to interview. He's from the Bronx, New York, and he's super duper funny. He's like really uncensored, really, really uncensored. Like he speaks his mind always. He sings and dances in the office. He's pretty much like he's our friend, in the office that like you cringe with what he says sometimes, but other people might not like him, but he's your friend. Everyone I think has those friends where, people don't like them, but that's kind of your butthole of a friend. You know what I mean? But I really do want to interview him because honestly, if I interview him, you guys are going to completely drop me and you're going to be asking him, like, where is he? So hopefully that's coming you guys' way. I've already talked to him about it. He was like, at first he shot me down. He was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, it's going to be off the clock, it's going to, and he's like, okay, I can do that. He's like, it's going to take a long time. And I was like, whatever you want to do, however long it takes, I'll do it. So be prepared for that. But other than that, I have a million stories. Like I've had to call the cops before, because like I found a naked kid running around with like no parents running across the street. Like I've been in the neighborhood with a bear running around. Like sometimes the way people answer their doors, sometimes when you take them a package or something to sign for, like it shocks you, because they don't always answer with the most clothes on. Also, got some sad stories too. Like everyone in the post office has to deliver, cremated remains at one point or another. And I actually just delivered some the other day, where the lady started crying right in front of me, so those are the packages that sometimes you're authorized to scan and drop, but I never feel comfortable doing that because I feel like there should be more respect going into delivering cremated remains. So I'll stand there with both hands on the package. Like I'll offer my condolences to whoever answers the door. And, I'll give them the package in a more respectful manner. But I mean, I have crazy funny stories. I have crazy funny people that I work with, and I have some sad stories too. But hopefully that's coming your way too. Anyway, you guys know who I am now. I'm Mike Chong, Mailman Mike Chong on Instagram. Follow me if you want. If you want to get in touch with me over email, it's mailmanmikechong@gmail.com. Also, JH is a real cool friend. He's like my mentor. On a serious note, like me and him joke around all the time. But really cool dude. I haven't met him in person, but you know, he's kind of taken me under his wing. You know, obviously giving me a lot of viewers from his channel. So definitely go check out his page, his new video. Um, get to know like different people in the post office, because people like JH and like myself are people that you're going to be running into in the post office. So um, especially if you're in the Florida area, you know, you might just run into me and JH. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.